Good morning everybody, if you're joining me. We're live for a little bit of nature from the wellness deck of my floating home on the canal. The birds have just been down, so we've had the nuthatch, the blue tits, coal tit, great tit, we're just waiting for the return of the birds now. Here we go. Lovely blue tit there. Really enjoying that feast. Some people coming past on the towpath, so they'll all fly off now, just for a little while. They'll be back.
Yeah, so we're going to tell them 12 next week, so that's a lot less than you're doing, so still good training for the marathon, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely.
Once them people have disappeared up the towpath, though, them birds will be back down again. Definitely. It's a nice stillness on the water. Nice, lovely reflections. Look at that, nearly perfect. Beautiful. Like I say, we've had the nuthatch this morning. Just been a bit of a disturbance by people walking past, so the birds just disappear for a little while. But they'll be back. Again, and welcome on board if you're just joining me. Just started doing a few live streams just to get used to this. The camera, we're actually streaming from this camera, one of my good cameras, straight onto the internet. Here we go again. Where's that nuthatch? It's when they all start disappearing, the blue tits and the small birds, they disappear. It's usually because the nuthatch is close by, or even a woodpecker. It's a bit grey and overcast this morning, but hopefully you're still getting some good pictures from this live feed. I know the woodpecker is around this morning. I've been listening to it in the nearby woods. In fact, the woodpecker is somewhere over that side of the canal, in there. So let me know if you can hear me clearly and the visuals are good. can leave a comment. Good morning, Lorna. Good night. Good morning, Tina Peds and Eva, apprentice. I'm actually just inside behind my front door on the bow of the boat. And I call this, it's officially called a well deck down there, okay, but I call it wellness deck. Because I often sit out and have my breakfast on the well deck and watch all the beautiful nature, wildlife from there. Not just on top of the boat, at the roof of the boat. That's it, you have a lovely pic, some good markings there, look at them. Backwards and forwards. I'm waiting for the family of long-tailed tits to come down. When they come down, they usually come down in quite a gathering. You know, you maybe get about 6 of them, all wrapping themselves around the cage there to get into the fat balls. Got a few here now, a couple. There they come. It's getting busier. I'm just waiting for that nuthatch any time. So we're down on the canal. There's the tow path. Some most probably cyclists or runners coming right now, so all the birds are getting scared off. Thank you, Eva. Thank you, Lorna. Thank you for letting me know about the quality of the feed. Excuse me while I cough. I've got a nice cup of coffee inside, so I'm gonna, yeah, excuse me while I have a little drink of this while we wait for the birds to come back down. I hope you've all had a good night's sleep and that the weather's good where you are. Like I say, it's a little bit overcast here, but that's okay, it's still beautiful. I mean, just look at that reflection of in the water there. So still, isn't it? Lovely. If you have to go early and away from this live feed, then don't worry, because it will record and it will be online for you to see later on. But it would be great if you stay with us, because any time soon I'm sure we're going to see the nuthatch. Oh, look at it. Oh. So I've positioned a microphone outside, just where the birds are, and obviously I'm inside and I've got a little microphone on me as well. Oh, I'm going to get the peanuts there, look. Oh yes, lovely peanuts. And of course that's what the woodpecker will like. a plank of wood somewhere on top of a building. Yeah, we have the cold tits, we have the great tits, quite a variety. A lot of them are mainly your garden birds, really. We're getting a bit of a post stream at the moment. I don't know why. I shall check into that if you're losing the picture or anything, or the sound. You may be just joining me back again. We had a bit of a problem with the stream then, the live stream. It just went off for a little while, but we're back on now. So my apologies if you lost me for a minute or so then. But here we are, back on board at the front of the bow of the boat, the well deck, watching the birds feed. We're just waiting for, hopefully, it would be lovely to see the nuthatch and the woodpecker. Okay, we've got Tammy. Hi, Tammy. It's 4:46 a.m. in the morning in the USA. I've been up since 1 a.m. Oh my gosh! I hope you do get some sleep. I hope this brings you a bit of tranquility and you enjoy. Maybe, hopefully you'll find it relaxing, like I find the reflections on the water really, 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 really meditative, watching that, just observing them. They're in and out, these birds, aren't they? They're not hanging around for too long. Sometimes the birds just sort of like swing round their heads and look directly into the camera and give a little smile. They're cute, really cute, aren't they? And of course they are really tiny. You know, they sit in the palm of your hand. And they don't weigh much as well at all. Very light. Every so often the birds will fly off because the towpath is busy this morning with cyclists, walkers, runners. Of course it's the weekend, it's Saturday. Tammy's telling me in the US they're expecting severe storms well, hope it isn't too severe and you're all safe. Come on, let's see that woodpecker. Where are you? Or that nuthatch. That's what we really want to see. Oh, we might even spot something else. And I'm not the greatest bird spotter. I'm not the expert, you know. But so if you spot something, tell me what it is. Let me know. If you want to share this feed, do share it with your friends and family. We'll stay on for quite a while. If you know, we can stay as long as you want, really. But it would be nice to finish off by at least seeing that woodpecker or the nuthatch, or something even bigger. Let's just we don't hope we attract the squirrels, because oh yeah, they make a right mess when they come onto the boat. I think I scared them away. I think they heard my voice then, so I better keep my voice down a little bit. Yeah, I've got myself a nice coffee here, and hope you've got a drink, or maybe you've just had breakfast. Thanks for joining me. Oh, look at that beautiful blue tit there. Of course, the males are getting very colourful now because we're coming into the mating season. So if you're just joining us, we're on board my Narrowboat, my floating home, which I've been living on for nearly 8 years now. And one of the biggest attractions for me about this lifestyle is the nature. And just by putting a bird feeder out, like you would do in your garden or outside your window, you know, you can draw the birds in and just sit there and watch them from the comfort of your own home. I'm just having a look at the comments on the chat. If you join us in the chat, by the way, I can't currently see the comments at the moment, but there is a chat on the side if you want to join that. I'm not sure if you have to be a subscriber or not, but if you subscribe, you must probably be able to chat. That is one great way to support my channel, by the way, is to become a subscriber. And because I'm going to do quite a few lives here and there, and you know, these lives could be in the middle of the countryside, could be up top of a mountain, a hill, wherever I am. Got the let's have a look at the what people are putting here. Seen a woodpecker in Northampton. I think that was Justin that said that. Yeah, hi Justin. And Wally Bear Blonde, she said, she, I suppose, or he, I don't know, maybe she. I do the same every morning in my garden. I love the little birds. I love the nature. Love the way you live. Thank you. And you've also got your cup of coffee as well. And your dog and cat are sitting near you in the sun. Brilliant. We'll send some sun over here, please. Could do with a bit of sunshine. Lorna, she's got a coffee. Dog asleep at her feet. Bless. Okay, let's see what's going on outside. I took my eyes off then. I think I heard a lot of activity. Do message me, because if I take my eyes off the camera and I'm looking at all the chat and all the comments, I might miss out myself. I love that sound. I don't know if you know when the wings flutter, when they fly away, you get it's a beautiful sound. ASMR, therapeutic, bird wing sound. There we go. Should record bird wing sounds. Like I say, it's overcast, so if you've got sunshine where you are, please send it over so we can make them grey skies blue. A runner coming past in a minute, so the birds won't be around just for a few seconds or so. Let's have a look on this, see who we've got on the chat room there. Tasmania, Australia. Good day, Aussie Rick. Good day to you. Blessings and gratefulness from Tasmania, Australia. Thank you for joining me. Hope we're not keeping you awake. And then we've got Wally, who's in Genoa, is it? Hona? How would you pronounce that? Italy. I live near the sea. Lovely. There's one place I really want to go if I go to Italy. I want to go to a place called Portofino. The coastline down there. It looks so beautiful. So if there's anybody in Portofino, give me a shout, and maybe we could do a swap, a house swap, you know. That would be good, isn't it? Yeah, a lot of people in the early 1800s, and the canals are roughly around 200 years old, and yeah, very historical, but yeah, in the day it wasn't really a place to be. It was dirty, dusty, barges going up and down, muddy towpaths, although we still get a few muddy towpaths, but most of them are improving. But now it's just like a national park right through Britain, right through the country. People generally are only about 5, 6, 7 kilometres away from a canal. They're not, you know, there's one usually on your doorstep somewhere. And it's just great if you've got knee problems or you don't like climbing the hills. The canals are very flat on the towpaths to walk and cycle. It has gone very quiet. I wonder if there's a boat behind me that's put a bird feeder out. Well, thank you if you joined. But also, you can join us on chat. There is a chat room. But I'm on board my Narrowboat, my floating home, and I've been living on the canal for 8 years. And like I was saying earlier on, the biggest thing that attracts me to the canals is the tranquility, the peace, and the nature, the wildlife. There's an abundance of wildlife when you think there's 2,000-mile network of canals throughout Britain, and it's just full of hedgerows and trees and forests and woodland at the side of it. So it is this absolutely corridor of abundance of wildlife through the country. And we really need to protect it and keep it here for another 200 years plus. And we need to do that because it is run and looked after by a charity, believe it or not, the Canal and River Trust, and there is a lack of funding, and it does take a lot of maintenance. As you must probably know, wherever you are in the world, that we've had quite a few incidents of breaches where the canals have collapsed, and luckily nobody's been really badly injured, you know, but it just costs a lot of money to rebuild these canals once they collapse, and protect the nature, protect the boats that are on the canal, the boaters like myself that live on the canal, and keep it here for the general public to enjoy walking, running, cycling, bird watching, photography. Great place for photography and artists, especially if you want reflections like that. Look at that. It's nearly perfect, isn't it? But it's so therapeutic down here on the canal. Well, I don't know what's happened to the birds, but we can hear them, can't we? They are there. Oh, right, so Wally Bear Blonde is near Portofino. Okay. Sounds interesting. Keep in touch. John Allen 8025, lovely sunny morning, frosty in the north of England. Oh, frosty. And Julie, is it Julia? C17, morning Dave. I'm in Halifax, West Yorkshire. I know Halifax. I'm a Yorkshireman myself. I'm in the country, so I sit and watch lots of different birds. Wonderful. How wonderful. We are very lucky if we live in the countryside, aren't we? Some people coming past on the towpath now. So, yeah, with dog walkers. So the birds will just disappear for a little while. And I'll take a moment just to have my cup of coffee. Liguri. Ok. Ciao, bella. Grazie. So here we are. We're not in Italy on the canals of Venice. We're on the canals of Britain. We're in Cheshire on the Macclesfield Canal. And you are looking outside my front of the boat, the wellness deck, and yeah, there's lots of birds out there. We're just waiting for them to come back down. Bit grey and overcast today. So if you've got sunshine, send it over. We need it. Here we go again. Hope you're seeing these images clearly. There might be a bit of a delay on the stream. Time in the UK is 6 minutes past 10 in the morning. Good morning, if you're just joining me. We're live on this morning. Got the bird feeders out the front, and I'm waiting for that nuthatch and possibly the woodpecker. That would be really nice. I've only just recently arrived at this mooring, so the birds are only just sort of getting to know that I'm here. Was that a nuthatch did I see then? Hide and seek. Bit camera shy, that one. I'm going to find out, see if I can see where your comments are on here. Bear with me a minute. Here we are again. Bear with me a minute. Okay. Where's that nuthatch? Now's a good time to arrive. Come on, nuthatch, where are you? So we've had cold tits, grey tit, blue tit this morning. Some people coming past, so the birds will disappear very quickly soon. Chiff chaff, yeah, we got some chiff chaffs around here. A lot of them about. You're correct in saying it's the chiff chaff. Chip, 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 chip. See if we can hear that woodpecker. I wondered if anybody could, in the chat, could just tell me if we're still streaming, because I've got a frozen screen here, so I'm not sure if you're still seeing live images or the image is frozen. If you can let me know, that would be great. Thank you. Hi, skate help. Thank you. Just trying to find out if we're still streaming and you're still actually hearing me okay and the visuals are okay. Thank you very much, skate help. Just that my screen is frozen at the moment, so I'm not able to actually see if we are transmitting. I know we're streaming out there, but bear with me a second. No, this is good. Yeah, we're good. I'm just seeing a circle all the time, so I don't know if it's freezing, buffering. Okay, I think we've got a good image now. Thank you if you just joined me, if you're staying with me. Don't worry if you have to, let's get this in. If you have to go off to do something like do the house cleaning or go out to an appointment, don't worry, you can watch the rest of this video a bit later on. It'll be recorded, it's been recorded, so yeah, you can watch it later on, catch up if you've missed anything, or if you've joined us late and you've missed anything. And everything here down on the canal is lovely and calm and relaxed. That lovely water. Hardly any ripples at all. Just so reflective. Like a mirror. So like I say, we've had blue tits, we've had the great tit, we've had the coal tit, and we're looking for that nuthatch, which I did see before I went on air, before I went live. So just got a few questions here. If you want to answer, put some questions to me, you can by all means on the chat. Yeah, sorry if the screen freezes a couple of times. Sometimes it's buffering. I am in the middle of nowhere actually, and generally that you don't, where I am located right now, you don't even get a signal to make a phone call. But thanks to technology, I'm able to stream live now. Hopefully you'll be seeing this in HD most of the time. It has frozen over here a couple of times. The canal does. It's usually when you've got a few days, about maybe 3-4 days of temperatures around, well, below zero, freezing point. And then the canal does start freezing over, and then it starts to get quite thick if it carries on being frozen. You know, the temperatures are very low, sub-zero, for more than a week. Then, you know, you're talking about an inch thick of an ice, and then we can't move the boat anywhere, can't go anywhere. skate help. I'm just reading your messages here. Thank you. Yeah, and inspirational. So, you know, I'm inspired by everybody else as well. I'm inspired to keep going, reading your comments and knowing that you're enjoying my footage. The music, no, that's, well, I do a little bit of my own music, but not used a lot on my vlogs. I'm using my good friend's music, Trevor Demir, who's based in Canada, a great composer. I've been using Trevor's music for a long time. And then, of course, my lovely friend Paolo C. from Timperley in Cheshire, near Altrincham, who's a great musician and has put lots of guitar music together for me in the past. And yeah, I'm very grateful to both of them for providing that music for me. And I will put a link later on. Well, you can actually find it on my description pages on all my vlogs. I usually put the music by Trevor Demir or Paolo C, and even my own. And we all have Bandcamp as well, so you can download the music and listen to it or download it from Bandcamp. I'll put all the links in later on when we've stopped the live feed. Ever seen a grey wagtail or a robin? Well, there are robins around here. There's lots of robins. Just 1 second. There are robins. Oh, we love robins, don't we? Little messengers. They're so beautiful. And we do get the wagtails. But I've not had that many since I've moved here anyway. So there's been no wagtails. But you can hear the distant sound of aeroplanes. That's planes taking off from Manchester Airport or going to land at Manchester Airport. They go on a bit of a circular route over the Peak District, over the tops of the hills, and then, yeah. Anyway, we're not here to talk about aeroplanes, are we? They're a different thing with wings. They're man-made. Just a shame that they're so noisy. You'd think with all the technology and everything nowadays that we could have, you know, quiet aeroplanes. But just listen to them birds. You know, focusing on that bird sound. It's beautiful. Like, come on. Where are you, birds? Where are you? A runner going past. Like I say, it's ideal for keeping fit. The towpath, nice and flat. We are live on board my narrowboat, my floating home. Thank you, Skate Help, for the comments, the questions. I'd just like to say thank you to somebody that's Alistair, who's just bought me a coffee. Buy me a coffee. The link is in the description of this video live feed. If anybody wishes to support me, it does cost money and time to make these videos, and with the technology that I'm using. Skylink isn't very cheap, the satellite system to use for live feeds. So any contributions is greatly received, and thank you very much. And again, thank you to Alistair that just bought me a coffee online. If you've got any questions, do ask. I wonder if it's sort of like it's break time for the birds. What time are we on now? We're on 10:24. Okay. I do know that the birds do go between boats, and about 200 yards behind me are a couple of boats, and they do have bird feeders out, and so they might have just popped down the road to get some food from the other boaters. Good morning, Becky. Becky Jennings, 9567 has joined us. Morning. Plenty of sunshine in Wales. Oh, send it over here, Becky. We need some sunshine here. But it's still lovely anyway, because I've got the birds, haven't I, outside the boat. And thank you for letting me know that the images are clear. Thank you. So yeah, we got the microphone hidden away, actually. I don't know if we can see it. There we are. That little black fluffy thing down there, there's a microphone out there. That's picking up the bird sound. And you'll hear the pecking, you'll hear the flutter of the wings when they land on the bird feeder. And then I'm just behind this glass. Just give it a little wave. There you go, I'm here. And with the camera, which is one of my good cameras. So, and we're literally live streaming from this camera direct onto YouTube. And you should be seeing this in HD, so we should be able to zoom in and see quite clearly a lot of detail. Yeah, as you can see, like Becky's got lots of sunshine. Well, we need it here. Send it over. We've got grey skies. Some people coming now along the towpath. So that's a definite put off for the birds. It makes me wonder if, you know, because we just had somebody come on from Wales, Becky, and it just makes me wonder. I wonder if birds actually sing in Welsh. Your comments on that, please. Do birds actually whistle in a foreign language if they're not in Britain? Yeah, it's Saturday morning, so the towpath can get quite busy, even though I'm quite out in the sticks, out in the woods, basically. So I'm quite a distance from two towns. But like I say, it's a great place to walk and chill out, relax, enjoy nature, and chat with your friends.
ran straight through and got picked up by Alan.
Oh.
Now, I've moored here before quite a few times, and one of the things we might, I'm not sure if it will happen while we're live, but not far from here, just behind them trees over there, is a helicopter. There's somebody with a private helicopter, and every so often it takes off and it literally flies about 50 feet, not above the boat, and it uses like the canal as a flight path for takeoff and landing. So this is not the time to put the drone up. Have you noticed how it's quiet? It's gone quiet, the bird song, hasn't it? I think birds actually have meetings. I think they gather together and go off somewhere, and they have a little conference to discuss which are the best bird feeders and which boats are the most favourite boats, you know. Like when you go out to a restaurant, you talk to your friends about which is the best restaurant to go to, cafe. I think the birds do that, you know. Okay, give me the thumbs up or send a little heart if we're streaming fine. That'd be great on the chat. Got some top fans here watching. What's that about? Top fans. It's saying Lorna is one of my top fans there. Lorna and Skate Help. and Wally Bear Blonde as well. And please do feel free to share this feed. Yeah, it's good that if you fancy, if you think somebody could do with having a bit of a relaxing moment watching the birds feed. That's if they do come down. But you do get these periods where, like for 10-15 minutes, they disappear. They love these fat balls. Got lots of lovely seeds in there. You can see the seeds. Sunflower seeds. And it is a good camera that we got here, so I'll just show you how good this is for zooming in. So, just bear with me a second. Here we go. Can really get a good zoom on this. Just show you how good that is. Bear with me one second. It's taken me a while to get this camera set up, but I think now we've got it set up, it's going to bring us some great wildlife images in the future. Yeah, the birds have disappeared, haven't they? So we've got some lovely people been watching from around the world, from the USA, and we've got Italy, near my lovely place where I want to go and visit, Portofino. And then we've got Australia. If you're somewhere else in the world, let me know where you're watching from. That's really gone quiet now, hasn't it? Well, the crows and the ravens and the cray, they're all about, aren't they? The jays. And there are jays, actually, I've seen them. And there's some magpies, I've seen them flying about. Maybe I should go and throw some seeds outside and on the towpath, might bring them in. Sometimes when the birds see you go out to the bird feeder and start topping the bird feeders up, then usually it's not very long after that they come flying down. It has gone very quiet, hasn't it? What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go outside and spread a few bits and pieces around, and then most probably we'll see the birds fly back in again. So bear with me, you're going to see me outside in a minute. As I find my shoes. If you hear the noise, it's going to be me going out the back end of the boat. Actually, it's getting quite brighter out here outside. I'll say a quick hello to you all in a minute. Hello. That's what I'm going to do. If you come out and start faffing about doing this, I can hear them all in the trees just opposite me, on the other side of the canal. Just put a few peanuts on there. Got some geese coming down the top of the canal just up there. Won't be able to zoom in. I'll just put a bit of this on here. We might get the robin actually. The robin doesn't like really going on the bird feeder. They like to just hang around and collect the bits underneath. Now that they're all here now in front of me whistling. Can you hear that? They're all, oh wow. So I've got, hello. All the blue tits are here watching. See what I mean? They know, they see you, they know they're all getting excited, they're all flying backwards and forwards. It's lovely. Right, okay. Yes, I know. Right, I'm gonna get out of the way. You watch, they'll be down in a minute. There you go. Go and get some food. There you go, right in front of me. I just see it go. Get my way back in the boat. They might disappear again for a few seconds. Sorry about the noise. That's the hatch on the back of the boat. Right, what's happening? Right, we're back at the camera now. Let's see what happens. See if our little friends come out to play, out to feed. Hi Christine, thanks for joining us. The nuthatch, there it is, the nuthatch. Oh yes, brilliant, I've just spotted it, sorry. Yeah, I just looked at the delay. Oh, there we go. Oh gosh. Oh wow, that's brilliant, look at this, we've got the nuthatch. How wonderful. There you go, look at that. What a beautiful bird. Oh, well that's been worth the wait. And it was worth going out, getting that food, wasn't it? And I'm sure that's not the last of the woodhatch that we see. Right, get ready. And maybe the robin can pay us a visit soon. That would be really nice. I'm just watching the replay of the nuthatch. Yeah, see, I've put some extra food down there, which seems to attract the birds a bit better. Oh, here we've got the blue tit now. Lovely colours. Of course, they're all getting more vibrant now, the males, because it's mating time. Nuthatch. Here's the nuthatch again. Look at this. All the other birds disappear when the nuthatch arrives. You can hear it, that little squeak. It's not sure if to go down onto the bottom there. Wonderful. So there we are, folks. So, you know, we got the nuthatch, and it just can't stop. I wonder if there's two actually. I think there's two. Is it a male? Right, that's flown off that direction. Let's see if there's two nuthatches. Quickly, get back in there before the nuthatch comes back. Have we got the blue tit? Lovely bird song. Well, this is great, the nuthatch appearing. Hi Lorna again. Yeah, it's brilliant. It's always always lovely to see these birds. It's amazing. You get a feeling of awness. You know, you feel good yourself. Of course, I don't have a television on board my boat, and I'd rather just listen to the bird song and watch them feeding, flying, fluttering, pecking away at the peanuts and the fat balls. And then the background, we've got the lovely reflective canal. All we need now is the woodpecker. Nuthatch is back again. I hope you're all enjoying this bird watching with me from the front of my floating home. We're live now, and here is the nuthatch back again. Look at that. Hello. What a beauty. Oh, there's two nuthatches. Oh, this is a treat. Oh, wow. Look at this. Ah, beautiful. So, have we got a female and a male, and they're getting ready for mating and having some new little birds, babies. Wonderful. Them nuthatches are just going to be coming down all the time now. How good is that? What better could we get than two nuthatches? A woodpecker. The greatest spotted woodpecker. That would be lovely. Where are we? What's happening here? Of course, the blue tits and the coal tits are great tit. They're all flying in real quickly and quickly out because they know that the nuthatches are around. They're quite dominant, the nuthatches. It's the same with the woodpecker. When that comes down, everybody else disappears, but then sometimes there's one brave little blue tit that will hang around. Well, if you're just joining us, we've just had two nuthatches on the bird feeders. Amazing. We started off, I think, about 9:30 this morning, and it is now 10:48. And I've been so in the awe and in the oneness of watching these beautiful birds that I've actually forgotten to have breakfast. But that's typical for me. When I get tuned into nature, it doesn't matter about eating. I'm just happy staying where I am, and I'll get something a bit later on. Can you hear the wood pigeon in the background there? If you've got any questions, you can ask some questions. It doesn't have to be about the birds, because I'm not the total expert on birds. You must probably know a lot more about birds than I do. And also, what is, I keep asking this, but your favourite bird song? What bird song do you really like? You can answer that in the chat. Distant sound of a plane going overhead from Manchester Airport. Or flying in, or flying out. Bird feeder's gone a little bit quiet now. Let's just tune into some, just get myself positioned a bit more here. Bear with me. Oh, hello. I was just looking at the ripples, just a gentle ripple, and the rope's moving, the boat's moving a little bit, which indicates there could be a boat coming past in a minute. We might see another boat. Yeah. Can you see how my boat's moving quite a bit? That's indicating that there's some water movement. So that must mean I can't see a boat coming from up that direction. So maybe from behind us. We'll see a boat going past soon. We don't have hummingbirds. The nearest thing to sort of like a tropical hummingbird, but not the, is the kingfisher, really. I think the kingfisher is one of the most sort of like tropical looking birds that we have, and they're they're small as well. Maybe not as small as the hummingbirds. But yes, the kingfisher is a very sort of tropical looking bird with its vibrant blue, flash of blue at the back and on the back, and the red and orange. The geese, yeah, the sound of the flapping wings, it's lovely, isn't it? I always laugh at pigeons, you know, because you watch the pigeon when it flies, different tweets. So I've got some primulas in here, look, some primrose primulas, flowers, they're starting to come out. There's a bit of heather in there still. I need to sort of add a few more things to this box. In fact, this box, looking at it, is falling apart a little bit. Look, we got the wood there. the woods needs replacing. Okay, a boat's coming past. Are you ready for this, guys? So let's zoom out a little bit. There's a boat coming past us on the right hand side in a second. Oh, listen to the trickle of that water as it goes past. It's lovely. Mary Matilda, there we go, from Braid Bar Boats, which is at Poynton, Lord Vernon's Wharf. It's quite a new boat, that one. Having a lovely cruise. So there we go. It's not about bird watching this morning, it's also about boat spotting. If you're joining us just now and or you've just come in recently, then welcome on board my Narrowboat, inspired by nature. This is my floating home. I've been living on the boat for 8 years nearly, and yeah, one of the biggest attractions for me living this lifestyle off-grid as a nomadic continuous cruiser is the nature, the wildlife, the tranquility, the peace. Away from the crazy world, away from the fast lane of life. When you come down onto the canal, and as a boater or just for walking, everything slows down. And that's what life should be about when we have been doing a lot of work all our life, is slowing down. The world is very fast out there and getting faster. So it's important to find that space and that tranquility. Here we go, the geese coming in. Where are they? They've gone the other direction. Geese coming in again. Where are we? Can't see them. They're just slightly off to the right or the left of us then. Sounds like a runner. Yep. There's a runner. Come on, let's see these birds. Where are you? Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. It's a great way to support me. I've been vlogging for about 4 years now. I'd only just recently, in the last few days, started doing live feeds. And it's all a bit of an experiment, really, all new. And so, you know, when we got a lovely sunny day, or I'm on top of the boat or the roof enjoying the nature, I can share it with you live, as well as doing my vlogs that I put out every month. I usually do one a month. You know, it would be nice to do a lot more vlogs, but they do take a lot of time. If you've seen some of my episodes, they do take a lot of time of filming and editing. I do all the filming and editing myself. And so by coming on board and subscribing, it really does help me, gets me out there. And also, you know, people like to support me in another way, and that is to make a contribution to my channel, to keep me going, and pay for equipment, repair equipment, and of course put live feeds out like this, which does cost money because I'm using a satellite system and it is quite expensive. And you can do that by joining me on Patreon, becoming a Patreon member, or you can buy me a coffee. And the link is in the description of this video. The links are down there. But even just liking my video is a great way to support me as well, because the algorithms spot it and it puts me out there to lots more people. And the whole point of me doing this is sharing my wonderful experiences with you, and sharing with the world. And the more people we reach, the more goodness we put out to the world. Good vibes, positive vibes, and obviously sharing some wonderful nature. Hi, Christine. Thanks, Christine. Yeah, the chiff-chaff, that's, you hear that? Yeah, it's quite a common thing, the chiff-chaff. See if there's any birds in the trees over there. It won't be long before all them branches there are covered in leaves. Nice fresh spring leaves. We've still got all the beech tree has got leaves on there. Look. Where is that? Yeah, that's the beech. Yeah. Some people going past on the turf house there. There's going to be no birds. Why? Oh, there's a doggy there. Woof woof. I suppose today I'm doing some kind of live feed like they do from Manchester Airport or airports around the world, different planes taking off. Here we're doing the same sort of thing, but we're talking about birds landing and taking off. Can hear the geese coming in again, or let's see if we can find them. Where are they? Be nice to get a shot of them coming in and landing. I don't know about you, but I just love watching the birds land on the water. The geese and the ducks, they glide in, and it's like surfing, isn't it? They sort of like they're on a wakeboard or a water skiing. Well, folks, I think the birds are taking a bit of a break, and they'll most probably be back again for an evening feast. And tomorrow morning, I think we're going to call it a day now, and love you and leave you. Thank you for joining me, and remember to, you know, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, click the like button. And you'll be able to watch this video a bit later on. It will stay online if you've missed any of it, especially the nuthatches, the 2 nuthatches that came along. Watch out for them. And yeah, have a great day. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you for joining me. A shout out to Skate Help, Lorna, and Becky. Yeah, have a great weekend, Lorna. And anybody else, Tammy, Wally Bear Blonde. Yeah, all my lovely followers out there, and Patreons and subscribers. Thank you for joining me. I look forward to seeing you back on board, Inspired by Nature, very soon. Look out for the live feeds. Bye, everybody.